So have you tried virtual bundles?
Um, with other people's products, or with
No,
just
no,
with
Amazon.
our
So
own?
Amazon has virtual bundles.
Yeah. Yeah, we have not done any virtual bundling as yet. Um, it's just something we haven't gotten to. Perhaps it's something we should look at. Maybe you have some opinions here, but it isn't something we've explored as yet.
Yeah, I mean that saves the time and the effort you have to put in and the extra UPC and everything else in order to create another listing. So one of my clients did that. So what they sell is floor kits and
Hmm.
they come in two sizes and five colors. So it's 10 variations. And you just simply select 300 square feet or 600 square feet. Yeah, 600 square feet and you decide what color. So they noticed some people buying one small, one large, one 300, one 600.
Okay.
So they came up with, and as it happens, just a few weeks before this, Amazon released this new functionality to create virtual bundles. So he said, "What do you think? I'm gonna make up a 900 square foot um, variation."
Hmm.
So I said, "Look, there's no cost as far as Amazon is concerned. They are charging you for two SKUs, but the customer sees as one SKU, plus the price point goes up, of course. And they tried it and it worked. And he said, look, I'm not even going to run PPC. I'm not going to do anything. So let's see what happens. And they started selling. And I'm telling you, these are not easy sales. The 300 square foot one costs 400 and something dollars, $439. 600 something square foot one costs uh, just under $700. So he priced the almost 1,000 square foot one 1,099, and they started selling.
Hmm. Yeah.
Here is the only drawback: they cannot be child under the same parent. They have
Uh,
to be standalone schools.
mm,
So you have to run a separate campaign, a separate. It needs to stand on its own. Separate reviews, of course. You're not going to benefit from the reviews of the parent. So so those are the things to keep in mind. But virtual bundling definitely is something that may work for some people, and for my client, it worked nicely, even though it had its own drawbacks.
yeah. I mean, I'll add two quick comments here. One, so parent-child relationships is a learning area in and of itself. Where we got some help again from just people that had gone through that before and knew how to do it efficiently. The other is, I'll give a quick shout out to Amazon support, which is probably surprising to many listeners because
Yes, it is.
they get a lot of abuse, in forums and whatnot. But like we never go via email support. We always ask for a phone call. You have a choice between email and phone call. The phone always rings instantly, literally, once you click it. And, it's true that not every person on the other end of the line is as helpful as others, but generally speaking, our experience on the phone has been quite good. And we were able to make changes and affect changes in a way that email just didn't allow, because email led to sort of generic template responses very often, which is probably what's frustrating many people. But we found many caring people on the other end of the support line, and are appreciative of that. So,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree. I always look for the only thing that I usually prefer email is if it's a generic thing that you're looking for a reference or whatever. But
yeah,
if it's help that you need, definitely go for phone, the call me back option. But also, not every single person is as helpful and
correct.
as knowledgeable either. So you're gonna getting phone support is always going to get you faster and better results, but it's not guaranteed. So if you don't get the right person on the first one, hang up and try again. until you get the right one. And I've seen so many times that you get somebody who's so helpful and then they go out of their way, and it does work wonders. So definitely.